shit really hits the fan, and those things, aren't available and you need them for whatever reason, I'm just saying, if you fucking start recycling and reusing shit smart and like intelligently, it's gonna pay off in the long run. You know what I mean? So just start getting yourself into that mindset, because that we all know at this point things are gonna get way worse before they get better. So
Yeah, and it's a good point.
just fucking be smart. Don't buy into the wastefulness. Like, oh, you can just go to the store and get more, because the days
Right.
may be coming soon where that is not a thing. How are you going to make
Magically be
aluminum
there.
foil? You know what I mean? Like,
So I'm saying, man, that's why I'm working backwards. I grew up pretty poor in the country, and trash day to us was taking everything out to the barrel and throwing some gas on it and a match. So you reused as much
right,
as you could.
And you know what I'm doing now? I'm not
yep,
using parchment anymore when I'm doing my baked goods. Like if I'm making biscuits or anything like that, I'm taking a damp cotton, like lint-free cotton towel, and putting it on my baking sheets. And you can wash the towel as long as you're not going into the combustion zone of your oven, like not getting it above a certain
right,
temperature. You can use towels to bake on. So you don't need the aluminum foil, you don't need the parchment. And then you can just go and throw the towel into the wash. Typically, if you're going to be using bleach anyway, use your whites. It's like just have like your kitchen towels which are dedicated to your cooking. And you don't need to get like rolls of aluminum foil. You don't need to get like rolls of freaking parchment or any of that stuff. You can use cloth to cook with. You know what? I'm going to go have a ciggy. We are recording right now. And I'll be back in a bit. Do you guys want music or do you guys want to talk?
your
Whatever.
show, bud. You do whatever
Well,
you
that was a
want.
good show last night, by the way. 451 and Baby.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, it was a pretty sick playlist
Yeah,
yesterday.
it
I
was.
liked how that.
I wanted to make that one, but I got so damn tired I had to go to sleep. And yeah. I know it's my show.
Oh,
I know it's my show and everything like that, but what I would like to do is I would like to fill the time while I'm away for like 3 or 4 minutes. And
I guess the immense amount of support that you've showed me over the past few months, Kevin, I guess I'll give you a pass, okay?
I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, I'll
I
be.
appreciate it too, believe me.
Oh well, yeah. There will be more to come, I'm sure. Um, yeah, I'm gonna step away for just a bit. If you guys could like hold the show, talk and stuff like that, and maybe bring up a topic and all that. You guys know what to do. All right, I'll be back.
Yeah, so the ATF rules dropped on Tuesday, just so everybody's aware. And then they're giving a 120-day grace period. Um, and I just read a news article this morning that they clarified something to do with, like, so if you have an imported pistol with a brace, you can, at first they were saying, like, you couldn't have those, period, and now they changed their mind to, well, you can have them, but you still got to disassemble it or turn it in or register it the same way that the domestic ones do. So basically, like, if you assembled what they now considered a short barreled rifle, you've already committed a crime in the ATF's eyes.
Yeah.
And so if you want to disassemble it, you can't just take the brace off anymore.
Yeah, you have to change
Now,
the buffer too.
yeah, now everything has to make it so that you can't put it back on.
Yep.
Fucking
Backpedaling on a few things
insanity.
too, like the possession.
Yeah,
I was reading about that. They had it in there where, say, you're at the range with your buddy can't shoot your gun. They're backpedaling on that now because it's not an actual transfer. You're still in the
right.
presence.
Yeah,
So it's good. It's
yeah, and
progress moving backwards.
state laws. Yeah, the state law here in Texas with the castle law is if somebody's in my house, let's say that, like, Gray Man's hanging out with me, right? He's over at my house. I'm drunk. He's not, or he's at least more sober and able to defend my castle, right? And I've given him access into my home, and somebody breaks in and tries to rob us both. the gray man can pick up my shotgun, my pistol, my rifle, whatever that he can get his hands on, and kill the intruder, and be perfectly fine under the castle law.
Yeah.
So, like, how the federal government thinks they can step in and say, "Oh, you can't fire somebody else's rifle," like, that's fucking retarded. That's fucking retarded. But there are lawsuits already pending from gun rights groups and stuff like that. So, I mean,
Yeah, locally we have that because I've shared that out. They're getting ready to push California gun laws here, and
right? Yeah.
the local group was really a worthless group. I used to be a member. I gave them up years ago because they were just money gobblers. But they're really fighting actually right now, and they've already got everything drawn up for the second they drop it.
Yeah. So Tuesday, man, we gotta start hitting it hard. Fucking calling everybody and fucking, hey, we need to shut down this fucking ATF rule because shall not be infringed means shall not be infringed. And then the ATF's like, well, it doesn't really matter all the times that we've changed our mind on this thing. This is a forward-looking rule now. So no, it doesn't fucking work that way. Like you don't get to say it's okay at one point and then take the right away later on. That's not how the government works. Shall not be infringed doesn't mean that you can say it's okay and then later on go, no, now we're going to make it more restrictive. That's not how it fucking works. That's not how the Constitution works. It's not how the Second Amendment works.
This will set such a huge precedent because it's common use weaponry. I mean, there's something like 40 million braces out there. So if they do that's just it. Next step, I mean, we're talking one thing about an SBR or an AR pistol, but they're already pushing the assault pistol thing. So the next thing's going to be all semi-autos, which they're trying to do here right now.
Right, yeah, that's what I read.
Go back to black powder.
Yeah.
You're not going to stop. This goes through, not going to stop.
Like, excuse me, sir, don't rob me so quickly. I have to load the wad into my fucking muzzle loader. Like, fuck off.
Right. And they get that far. Once they take semi-auto pistols and get us back to that point, it's game over.
Yep.
And then we'll be left with machetes.
Fucking crazy, man.
No, we'll be left with extreme, real tyranny.
Hmm.
I think somebody in chat at one point said that rule is not law, and the ATF cannot make laws.
This
and
is
I thought
true.
that was a good point.
Yeah.
But they're not laws, they're rulings, but they make them laws.
Like the ATF rule is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, well, I don't acknowledge your rule because it's not a law, so fuck off.
Yeah, that's right. The gray man rule is get fucked.
Yeah.
When in doubt, fuck you.
Yeah, the 451 actual rule is you have the burden of proof of proving that I have one without me showing you that I have one. So fuck off.
Exactly. I did hear that SB Tactical was hacked, though, almost immediately after this shit started happening. So they know who has them. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course. But I haven't broken the law, just like something said.
Palmetto State sells them now with just the buffer tube. And I'm like, what the fuck is the difference if you shouldered a brace or you shoulder a tube?
Surface area. It's all about surface area.
It's like you're not doing anything about the size, the length of the barrel. You're just...
Here's the stupidest thing about the whole thing. The whole SBR thing is, in reality, an SBR is less deadly than a full-size rifle. You lose muzzle velocity, use a lot of things going to an SBR. It's just more maneuverable.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You lose a considerable amount of range when you shorten the barrel, at least accuracy at range. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
you're not gonna.
Are you guys still there?
Yeah. I don't know.
451.
451 just lost.
He's got an internet issue.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. Pisses me off.
Yeah, if you trace the velocity trail of a bullet out of a SBR versus a 16-inch barrel.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's dropping off. I mean, it's just common sense.
Yeah, it's just, I don't know. Scary, man. From a gun guy like myself, it's really sucks. It's very saddening.
Yep.
It's a threat
Now,
at the moment, though. It's not.
On the days that there's days I throw my 300 AR pistol in my back seat and drive around with it. I won't be doing that anymore.
Right.
Yeah. You're a fucking white supreme Nazi. No way.
Right. I mean, you just think about even just going to a gun range with it.
Insurrectionist.
Man, it looks like Greta's getting red-pilled on over here. If this is true, turning on her creators, Greta Thunberg attacks Davos elites for fueling the destruction of the planet. I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only one who has touched on this, that the very people who are pushing for the Green Deal, for all this stuff, are some of the biggest consumers out there. They're the ones who created the jobs. They're the ones who, well, okay, I can't say all of them created the jobs, but when we look at corporations, when we look at industry, and the same people who put us into a situation where they created industries, which I give them credit for, credit due to having the ability to perform the logistical feats to get us to where we are today, are the same people who have consumed and they've done everything which the current thing is against, the pollution and all that. Greta, go to China and go to India and go talk to them. It's like we saw you get arrested. Where was she arrested? Was she arrested in New Zealand or something like that? I forget. It was like, it had to have been like a location where there's not a lot of pollution going on. It was what?
Yeah, it was Germany. It was a climate protest in Germany, and they filmed it like multiple times.
All right.
Her arrest.
All right, so she staged...
Fake and gay.
Yeah. They staged this. Greta, go to China and do that. It's like, if you really want to, because apparently, right, if you're getting red-pilled right now, go on, what's up? Okay. So she's like, basically, the people... I hate that, basically. Basically, it's a terrible way to start a sentence. The people who are mostly fueling and destruction of the planet, the people who are at the very core of the climate crisis, the people who are investing in fossil fuels, etc. It's like, Greta, take more red pills. Just take more, because I think there's hope for you. And oh man, but to put eggs into Greta's basket. Oh my lord, is this where we're coming to? Mouthy, bratty teenager, young adult, who cannot speak without notes. Is this the moment? Is this the moment where she finally stops looking at the teleprompter, finally stops taking the lead of her handlers, and actually, now that she's got this audience, now that she has all these followers and everything like that, is this her redemption arc? Is Greta about to become redeemed? I wonder. So she's like, they are prioritizing self-greed, corporate greed, and short-term economic profits above people and above planet. It's not inaccurate what she just said. If that's true, I just wonder where she's going to go with this. Right now, the changes that we need are not very likely to come from the inside. Rather, I believe they will come from the bottom up, so to speak, she said. It's that matter of not participating in a wasteful society. It's a matter of, like, you have a thing that works, and if it still works, then don't replace it. And we have people out there for as far as like technology. We have people who are skilled in coding and programming. There's no reason why a device should become obsolete if it still functions. If it like for instance radio transmission for communications. If it can still transmit a frequency, there's no reason why it should become obsolete. It's just an idea. I think that I don't know like what happened. I think it was like the 70s. No, you don't need the new phones. Salty Mad Jamison, good morning. No, you do not need the
Fucking
new
burn
phones.
it all down.
What's up?
Start over. I said, fuck it, burn it all down. Let's start over.
Go back to punching trees.
Well, if we start, we got our tanks over there. What's next? Jets over in Ukraine. Once we step into Crimea, may just be a bomb drop somewhere.
I think I was like talking about this during the pre-show before we started recording and stuff. It's like, how is the media telling us that Putin is losing when now we're sending the tanks, like you were just saying, like tanks and now they want like air support in the Ukraine and such. Doesn't sound like Putin's losing. It sounds like Ukraine needs assistance, like they need welfare, like constant welfare. Is Ukraine just a welfare country? It just seems like they're just constantly gimme, 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 without any. I mean, what are they giving us back for? And what's the
won't be long.
trade?
It'll be one of the wealthiest countries.
What's up?
Well,
Said
according
it won't be
to
long. They'll be one of the wealthiest countries with all the money they're getting.
according to Congress,
Yeah.
this is a very good investment for us.
How?
Yeah, I know. They didn't go further into that. They just said this is a great investment for the United States. Lindsey Graham.
Well, it is for them.
Fuck Lindsey Graham, piece of shit.
Thank you, PBDB.
But yeah, the UN's basically declaring war on Russia. So who knows how far this shit's going to go.
Well, if you're out there on
Quick
YouTube,
question too:
Oh.
if there's 80 zillion cell phones in the Ukraine with everybody that's got a cell phone in their hand 24/7, again, I said this when it first started and all the fake videos were coming out of planes bombing cities and all that fake shit that we got fed immediately back in like February, March or whatever. Yeah, a year ago almost at this point. Holy fuck. Where's all the raw video from on the street? All these people like that live there. Where's all the videos of this war?
Yeah.
Am I looking in the wrong place or something? Like where is this shit?
I haven't seen any testimonials whatsoever, and you think that they would be all over the place.
You have like a random apartment complex that gets shelled, and then you got like one camera out there saying, "Oh, the Russians did it," and that's it.
I
Yeah,
wonder.
For all we know, that's a shot at Detroit.
I wonder.
Or a fucking video game.
Oh yeah.
That,
Or a Hollywood set.
The fucking video game that had the plane that was coming in to bomb, and it had this turret that was just shooting a zillion rounds a second, and everyone's like, "Oh my god, look at this!" And CNN plays it, and then it comes out that it was the opening to a video game. Like, it's so fucking fake.
There was
The
a
real
point.
problem is that it doesn't matter. They don't give a shit. It just keeps moving forward. No matter what, just keeps moving forward.
Yeah, some people saw the video game footage and was told that it was real, and they didn't look into it any further. They just kept going on with their daily life of filming themselves dancing on TikTok and whatever the fuck else they do. And yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and it's worse than that. I mean, you could sit them down and have that game and turn it on and show them, and they'll still be like, "Oh no, it's real."
Early
Yeah.
on.
Show some footage from Call of Duty or whatever video game that is there. Be like, "Oh my god, look what's happening outside my house right now." No, that's a video game.
Were they ever put into radio silence over there? Wasn't there something about like Elon Musk had to provide Starlink because their internet had been shut down?
I think it was more that their infrastructure just wasn't sufficient, but yeah, it was something like that.
Well, I'm wondering, could it be because when the initial media started coming out over this, it was actually the actors themselves were saying, yeah, we got paid to get on these buses and drive around in circles, while the mainstream media took images of us saying that we were being displaced from our cities due to the war. And I'm wondering if the radio silence occurred because the citizenry was letting the cat out of the bag. And at this time, we don't see, I mean, what do we see? Where are the eyewitness accounts of anything happening in the Ukraine? Let me see. How would one even look that up? Ukraine eyewitness. I mean, do I expect a search engine to like show me anything? There's eyewitness news. I want videos. Eyewitness report. Visuals of war. Let's see. What's this one from? This one has 4.2 million views. It was on May 16th, though. I want something recent. Like, how about like the past day? Die Stem Van Swede Africa. What is this? That's like an hour long. Past week.
Don't you love search engines where you put in exactly what it is you're looking for, and you get fucking cat videos, and it's like, no, I searched war in Ukraine. What the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah, let's see. Let me try that one. Here, let's see. War in Ukraine. War in Ukraine. TikTok. Let's see, and then I want like the past week. Q&A, will tanks change the war? Ukraine. Okay, let's see. Man, the web does not seem very friendly to actually going and crawling around. You know what? I'm going to use the Pure Blood site and see what happens. I'm going to see what happens when I use this aggregate search feature. Because
I feel like you'd probably have better luck finding pictures of Michelle Obama pregnant than you would finding any video footage of the war in Ukraine.
We haven't seen any of those either, have we? Ukraine war TikTok. Let's see. What does the aggregate show? Trump warns Biden on Ukraine, then come the nukes. Yes. TikTok's master plan to win over Washington. What is this? The act of scrolling through your for-your feed on TikTok might come with an additional sense. What is this? You know what? I'm going to go and click on this because it might actually lead. The act of scrolling through your feed on TikTok might come with an additional sense of impending doom these days. After years of hand-wringing... What's up?
I was just laughing at that.
Yeah. After years of hand-wringing over the enormously popular app's ties to China and the potential national security threat they present, it looks like someone is going to do something about it. TikTok is grappling with an increasingly real prospect of being banned in the United States. This wouldn't just be a mostly performative prohibition of installing the app on federal or state government-owned devices. It would also be more impactful than the legally questionable ban that former President Donald Trump tried and failed to enact in 2020. Why would they be? Why? What is going on TikTok where they would want to ban it? I mean, granted, Chinese TikTok is very different than Western culture TikTok, where TikTok for the Western culture is vapid, mindless bullshit. What is in that vapid, mindless bullshit which people would want to have banned? Because training a society to be vapid and mindless for people who want to maintain power seems like a good idea to keep the masses very ignorant and dumb. There must be something else going on in TikTok. They do not want the application to exist. Is it?
I have a couple of lefties on my hockey team, and after the game this past week, we were in the locker room drinking beers after the game, and I was telling these guys like exactly what you're saying about the difference between TikTok over there and TikTok over here, and I was like, dude, if TV for the last 25 years never got involved with reality shows and all that fucking trashy bullshit that's on TV, if that never existed and instead was replaced with educational shows and how to do and whatever, do it yourself, whatever, all that shit, if that's what people had been smashed into their brains for the past 25 years instead of all these whores that fuck millions of guys and that's what they're on TV for, and instead of that shit, can you imagine what our country would look like?
It would be much better. We'd have much more intelligent youth. That's for damn sure. Um, yes, I can imagine because I lived through it once upon a time. Because I lived in a time before all this technology, and either you were, either you didn't make it or you did, and there was not a lot of hand holding and such. You had to have an inquisitive mind if you wanted to make it in this world. You had to have a hunger for knowledge, not entertainment, not constant entertainment. There had to be moments of tedious boredom involved in learning something, anything. I don't see a lot of
Yeah,
learning. I don't see a lot of learning today. I see a lot of rehashing. I don't see a lot of learning. What's up?
I know this is an easy take to have, and it's been regurgitated a million times, but it's the idiocracy movie, man. It's so true. We just
Oh, it is.
fucking brain dead morons just going through their everyday life, and the guy knocks on the door and he says, "Go away, I'm baiting." Just fucking mush brain retards.
Brondo's on its way, coming to a crop near you.
I rewatched that
Or is that
film.
happening already? That might be happening already.
Well, given the, what is it? We have genetically modified food, which has a suicide gene programmed into, like corn, for instance. It kills itself so that it can't make new kernels, which are, viable for replanting. Oh, that's one of the aspects. Then we've got like the Roundup itself, the stuff which is sprayed on the fields, Monsanto, Bayer, going and throwing all these chemicals around, harming the bees. And then we have organizations who want to vaccinate the bees for whatever reason. Maybe it's because of the chemicals that are already out there. But then you've got these bees, which are chemically laden, making honey, and then the honey gets like thrown out there, and that's even if the bees survive. It's like if these pollinators start falling out, it's like we're pretty screwed. It's one thing to hand pollinate. It's like I hand pollinate a lot of my crops. I go out there and I will pollinate my own things just to make sure that I get production during that season. I would love if I could just simply go and plant and weed and that's it. Just plant, weed, and maintain. But no, I find myself actually going out there with my equipment and doing the pollinating myself because shit's dying. I mean, what in the hell? And it's these companies, it's the same companies which are out there pushing for these new technologies and these really non-traditional methods of agriculture and horticulture, trying to tell us that our soil is dangerous, that gardening is detrimental to one's health. It's like, yeah, I suppose if you're like putting nematodes into your mouth, like if you're like going and gardening and rooting around and then you go and start licking your hands and your garden utensils, yeah, I suppose that would be kind of harmful. I mean, aside from like allergies to pollen and like ragweed and things like that, gardening for me is a joy. It's like when and the only reason why I bring that up is because I noticed the articles. I was like, what the fuck are these articles talking about? Gardening is dangerous for your health. I was like, what the fuck is this? Do the memes increase risk of sudden death? Pitbull. That's fun. What is this? So is laughing at them. According to... Oh, this is real. New study finds memes increase chance of COVID. No. Is this real? Pitbull? And then he's not actually...
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know?
I just found the meme.
I
Alright.
doubt it, but it's awesome.
Who is that by? Michael Ha? Michael who?
The irony that a meme telling you that memes cause COVID is,
Well,
just
yeah.
kind of ironic.
Okay, so it comes off Gab. Let's see. Oh, Michael Huntitis. Mike Huntitis. Yeah. All right. Yep. Okay, it's false.
Cuntitis. That sounds like a pretty gnarly disease.
Itis means inflammation. Just so in case anyone ever comes across anything, anytime you see itis, it means inflammation.
Cuntitis.
Oh, such a filthy, filthy word. Eco-friendly gunsmith recycles 265 soda cans into working AR-15. You know, earlier, I don't know if that's where 45-1 Actual was going with it when he was talking about conservation of aluminum foil. And maybe he can like jump back in. I don't know if he's still listening. I know he's putting his show together for this morning. And I'm curious. I'd be curious to know, 45-1 Actual, if you're still around. I'd be curious to know exactly what are the applications for saving that aluminum foil. It's like, just fill us in, please. All right,
I think he was talking more about reuse, not just disposing of everything, clean it up, reusing it again.
Oh yeah, you can totally.
Repurposing, maybe. I don't know.
You can totally clean like aluminum foil, even if your aluminum foil is soiled with like previous food matter. It's like there is a thing called heat, and it's like all you need to do is rinse that stuff off and reuse it until it tears. It's like when it gets to the point where you can't reuse it anymore, then you toss it. But aluminum foil, you don't need to toss it every single damn time. It's like if it's got no holes in it, like especially for whatever you're applying aluminum foil to. It's like if it looks like it can be salvaged, salvage it. I mean, what is the point of like ripping a sheet, using it once, and then tossing it? That's wasteful. So wasteful.
Well, you take my hat, for example. I've been wearing it for a couple decades now.
Your hat.
Yeah, my foil hat.
Oh. But you're not cooking in it. Are you cooking in it?
Good point.
Okay.
This is your brain. This is your brain in tinfoil.
In tinfoil. So I'm interested in like what is up. Okay, so it's Chinese New Year. Now I don't understand why in the United States. I get it, we're a melting pot. I get that. This push to accept these Chinese culture things though. I'm not against Chinese culture. I'm definitely against Chinese communism. I'm definitely against communist anything. But I'm like wondering, it's like, why are we told not to culturally appropriate? And we've been told this for like years now. If you participate in it, it's cultural appropriation. What is this dragon doing right in front of Biden here? Is Biden being a white supremacist by smiling at the Chinese dragon? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say that
Yes.
Biden is definitely a bigot, but not just because he's smiling at a dragon, because if you don't vote for him, then you ain't black. And remember that, what is it? What did he say about, like, white kids versus poor kids and all that other, like, bigoted bullshit he said?
Poor kids are just as smart as white kids.
Oh, poor kids are just as smart as white kids, yes. And now he's bringing in, what is he talking about? You don't even need a college. You don't even need a college degree. You do not even need a 4-year degree for all these new jobs that we have planned for you. It's like, well, could it be because you're importing the new slave class? I'm going to say yes. It looks like what you're doing is you're importing the new slave class. So, Biden, I think we see you. Let's see. What is this? FDA to roll out new. Is this? We're on January 27th. FDA to roll out new vaccine strategy. What? Let's go find out. Well, here is what 46 agenda today. Okay. So at 9 a.m., the president receives the presidential daily briefing. And then at 5:30 p.m., the president departs the White House en route to Camp David. Is he going on vacation again? Is he... Dude, your carbon footprint is terrible. What is this? Let's see. Does this link take me anywhere? Noticer. Oh, I want to get to that. I want to see that. I'm going to copy that because I want to look at that. All right, so an FDA committee votes to roll out new COVID vaccination strategy. You guys on YouTube, listen up. Okay, so a committee of advisors to the Food and Drug Administration voted unanimously on a proposal to simplify the nation's strategy for vaccinating people against COVID-19. Already, this doesn't sound good. Simplifying a strategy? It just sounds awful. The recommendation, and I will get into it in a bit, the recommendation is that future COVID-19 vaccines should be interchangeable. No matter whether you're getting your first dose or a booster, the vaccines would all have the same formulation targeting the same viral strain or strains, regardless of the manufacturer. The vote was unanimous, 21-0. In addition, well, who is this committee? This is the FDA committee? In addition, the committee considered, but didn't vote on, proposals to have an annual COVID vaccination schedule, much like the U.S. has for the flu. If this happens, most people would be advised to get just one shot every fall with a new vaccine that's probably been rejiggered to try to match whatever variant is predicted to be spreading each winter. This would mean Americans would no longer need to keep track of how many shots they've already gotten or when. I have an issue with this. So, you don't know exactly which variant is going to be the predominant one, and you're going to go and put a mystery sauce because, once again, you're not actually testing any of these things. You're shifting the genetic makeup of a protein package, in this case GP120, which, by the way, was extracted from moths. These GP120, let me share something with you guys. Back in the days of the military, back in the 1990s, I was part of a study of a GP120 study. It was moth DNA extract. Okay? Some of us were given placebo, the other ones were given the GP120. Almost everyone who got the GP120 died. I just want to put it out to you. Anyway, in addition, the committee considered... Okay, and then that was the rejiggering thing. The idea behind the revamp is to make vaccination less complicated and confusing. The ultimate goal would be to get more people vaccinated. What does the end user, like the person getting injected, it's like, what is confusing to them or complicated? It's like if we had a competent medical, like a competent science echelon and medical institution, they would be the ones knowing what's going on. Who's confused? How is this complicated? I mean, we get from the Pfizer thing yesterday from Project Veritas, we see that Pfizer is out there like causing new strains, not saying that they're going to release them, but they're trying to make variants in order to make vaccines against variants. So if those variants show up in the population, then they're going to have this vaccine ready. Well, is it killing the monkeys? That's the part we didn't hear about. Are these monkeys dying? It's like, okay, well, if they're not dying, what do you need a fucking vaccine for? So you're like, what? So you got the sniffles, so you don't feel well. Go fucking lie down. Lie down, get fluids, keep your hydration, your electrolytes, all that proper. It's like, where is the diarrhea? I want to know, where is the diarrhea? Is there a lot of diarrhea with COVID? Or is it just the pulmonary thing? I mean, I minimize it by saying just the pulmonary issue. It's like, well, between having a cough, which you can like expectorate, versus having diarrhea where your fluids are like falling out of your body like at an alarming rate, I think I would choose a cough. I think I would choose chest congestion over possible dehydration through diarrhea. So what are these? Are these monkeys dying? Because if they're not dying, then we don't need shots. Because why do you need to put something in your body that has a proclivity to cause side effects like, myocarditis, pericarditis? Yeah, that's what I want. I had a cough, but instead of dealing with my cough and my congestion, and I don't know, maybe doing some like inhalants and clearing my lungs out and having a proper diet, pumping my lymphatic system, getting up, doing some like cardio, light cardio and such, while not feeling well, because even if you don't feel well, you should still get up and be active, because the way to feel better is to get your body moving and then go lie your ass back down and rest. So, I've got a cough, but no, I want to take a risk. I want to get pericarditis. I want inflammation of my heart. I want inflammation of the sac around my heart. I want fluid on my heart. I want that pressure on my aorta. Please give me that shot. And then when you do that shot, don't even do it properly. Don't even make sure that you're in the muscle. No, you can just hit me anywhere. Just stick that cannula in me anywhere. And, it doesn't matter if it's in a vessel or like what have you, because you're not doing a flash draw to like, aspirate the needle to make sure that it's actually going to the right site. No, you're just like blindly going into my arm because, shots in arms and everything, and just putting a bunch of mystery sauce might go all over the place. And then now you're considering the ACE2 receptors, all that fucking chemistry going on with these proteins, and then you're using something which has already been proven at one point, these protein envelopes, particularly the GP120, to cause serious side effects in people, including death. So, where was I going with this? Oh yeah, that's right, we're going to go look at this image. Let's see. The 37-year-old nudicer. My gut says that's made up. He's been accused of being on every quadrant of the political axis at least once. Doesn't get outraged anymore, just notices. Oh my. On the ADL's most wanted list, really? A funny thing I noticed is, oh yeah, I've heard that phrase quite often in my lifetime. Oh, has been noticing things for so long, nothing is surprising anymore. Every once in a while I'm shocked. I've seen a lot of shit in my life, but every once in a while I get a little giggly whenever something finally does shock me, even if it's horrifying. I still have like a little bit of inside me. It's like, I've never seen that before. Oh, that's awful. It's like, but at the same time, it's like, wow. It's like, that means that life's not over yet. All right. Views nothing in good faith anymore. Everything is fake until proven gay. Really? The nudicer. Can correctly identify someone's heritage just from their face shape. Well, you know what? That makes them a scientist. What that means is that they're an anthropological scientist. Is it anthropology? I think anthropology. Doesn't that fit into anthropology? I think that fits into anthropology. You know what? We're going to go look up anthropology and find out if I'm using that word correctly. Anthropology. Let's see. The scientific study of the origin, the behavior, and the physical, social, and cultural development of humans. That part of Christian theology concerning the genesis, nature, and future of humans, especially as contrasted with the nature of God, and the science of man or of mankind. You know what? It's anthropological. However, I think that there's more to it. I think that looking at someone's face and knowing their lineage goes into more than just anthropology. I think that there's something else. It's like, maybe it's like bioanthropology. I don't know. I haven't taken that class, and I do not know the proper word I'm looking for, but I think I'm onto something. What's going on in the chat over here? I'm the only white person in here that doesn't look like a crackhead or a homeless person. Lady Ninja! Step your game up, girl. Girl, just go walk outside and just go scream crack and just buy some. Okay. Can't help it. I don't like to go in public in pajamas. Did you? You're not in your pajamas. Can't help it. I don't like to go in public in pajamas. Are you hanging around with a bunch of people in pajamas? These people didn't even try to, get themselves put... Wait a minute. Lady Ninja, are you in pajamas? Okay. The one who didn't die is now Mothman. Well, I wonder what that's going on about. Good morning, Can Killer. All right. There are plenty of bronchiators and expectorants. Are you talking about bronchodilators? Plenty of bronchodilation, by the way, is a mist you can inhale or a tablet you can take. It's whatever kind of chemical which causes your alveoli and and the portions of your lungs to open up a bit and allow air passage, along with the ability to clear blockages, like little blockages. I'm not talking about like, you can't take a bronchodilator if, let's say, you inhaled a slice of apple and you're choking on it. A bronchodilator isn't going to help you. You're going to need the Heimlich maneuver for that. But as far as like clogged up lungs and stuff like that, yes, a bit of a bronchodilation would be good, and some expectorating. And anytime you do cough up phlegm, do not swallow it, spit it out. The reason why you're coughing up is because your body wants it out. Not a good idea to re-swallow that stuff. You're just asking for problems. So just spit it out. Ugh. Preferably into the trash. Let's see. There are plenty, okay, expectorants to help you breathe and get the crap out. Yes. And just remember, morning clove of garlic is probably like one of the best things. Well, it's not one of the best things, but it is a very good thing to do. Chew your garlic clove in the morning. A good one. Not that Chinese shit either. That shit has bleach all over it. All right. Let's see. Pitbull doorbell. I was late. Did y'all cover the reaction of the Pfizer guy Veritas just covered? We had a mild reaction to that yesterday, Pitbull doorbell. And then I believe 45-1 Actual actually showed that during his show. And then, you know, he had a 45-1 Actual reaction, which is like the real reaction, you know. Yes.
Well, there was 2 videos. There was the one where they, recorded the guy, and then there was the other where they confronted him afterwards, and he freaked the fuck out.
I didn't see the freak out video.
That's the one I was referring to. I can probably get the Telegram link to give me that.
Yes. Please. GMGP20, it's 120. 120. And then ephedrine, where the hell you find an ephedrine these days? I remember back in the days when David and I would go to the clubs. Oh, we would stop at 7-Eleven and get ephedrine. And we would snort ephedrine, and we would have our road sodas, and we would go driving out and over to Austin to go and hit the clubs and stuff. And it was just terrible, because that was the same time when we started drinking bottles of Robitussin DM, because times were tight. It's like you can't always hit on a Wednesday silver night where you can get a nickel beer and such for like a $5 cover, and then you just go and like throw nickels at the bartender and they keep on giving you beer all night. On any night other than Wednesday, it was Robitussin DM, and man, you would be Robitussin DM and ephedrine and drunk, just test tube. You guys remember the story I told you about Mickey the drag queen? Okay, go on. What's up?
Oh my God. I can't even. If these are the stories that you're sharing, I can't even imagine the ones you're not sharing. Snorting ephedrine and pounding a bottle of fucking Robitussin.
Yes. Robitussin. It was Robitussin DM. And
oh shit.
Yeah, and that's not even including all the acid and everything else, but yeah. Let's see. All right, so here we go. Here the news has come in. Let me check the time. All right, so 8:30.
All right, so the link is in the Telegram link is in the Jitsi, and the Odysee link is in the Odysee chat.
I'm going to use the one from Telegram.
But it's like 10 minutes long, so.
You know what? We've got time, and I haven't seen this. So let's do it. And maybe other people haven't seen it either. I imagine the people on YouTube haven't seen it. Susan, are you ready for this? Because here we go. Open Telegram desktop. What? I just want to view it. I need an app. View in channel. I need an app. Fuck it. Okay, we're going over here. We're going to Odysee. I can't do that. All right, paste, and here we go. And whoever made this, is this coming from your channel?
No, that's directly from Project Veritas on their Telegram and Project Veritas on their Odysee.
I'm not following them. I'm following them now.
Ow!
Ow.
Hey there.
All right, here
Is
we
this
go.
seat taken? You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses.
Is this real life? I'm literally a liar. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. This is absurd.
Please don't touch me. Well, this is not. By the way,
Why are you doing
don't
this?
tell anybody.
This is someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public. You up. You really did. Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe.
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Please unlock the door.
Give me what is going on here?
Oh, are you serious? So this dude tried to do false imprisonment? Are you serious? Ooh, this is saucy. I'm interested.
Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. Unlock the door. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door.
Pfizer not want the public to know that you guys are doing directed evolution?
Bro, what is going on here? Like, that feels like an interview. I don't know, it's freaking me out. Coming these like flashbacks to that like same organization of like those conservative people who like randomly go into organizations and then like befriend people who work in these organizations and then report them, which happened to people at Pfizer. So it like freaks me out when people start asking a lot of questions about work. It's so great.
Really? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Bro, why would we back on this company?
Because I just want to know the answer.
I don't know why you're recording me. Oh my god, Jason, that'd be horrible. You better not be recording me or something like that.
Hey there. Is this seat taken?
What?
Hi. You work for Pfizer. My question for you is, why does Pfizer want to hide from the public the fact that they're mutating the COVID viruses?
Is this real life? What is happening here?
Why?
What is going on here? This is absurd.
Why does Pfizer want to hide from the public that they're mutating the COVID virus?
Oh my god.
You're on video. You're on video. Mutating the COVID virus.
What is going on here? I need to call the police right now. This is.
And I know this is my restaurant. I don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on either. This is ridiculous.
So you're on video. I'm a journalist.
Bro, first of all, I'm literally a liar.
He's on video.
Whoa.
You're saying we're exploring how the virus keeps mutating.
Yes,
one of the things
I'm
we're
at a restaurant
exploring is
right now, and these people brought cameras out.
why don't we mutate the virus?
I don't know what's happening. But I really need the cops here right now.
So
what is this?
please do.
Do not do this here.
Please do call the police. Please do call the police. Please do.
You can't do this here, guys. You have to leave. No, you can't do this here.
You're going to call the police. He's going to call the police for asking him a question. Please do call the police. Please do. He's on tape here talking about mutating the COVID virus. Can I talk to you outside about this?
Absolutely not. You cannot use my likeness on this. What is your name? Because you fucked up. You really did. I'm about to sue you. This is absurd.
Please
you
do.
had someone mock me as if they're going on a date to record me. You don't even know my position at this. I was trying to impress a person on a date by lying. I was.
You can tell how thrilled he is. That does he have pierced nipples too? I was gonna say, you can tell how utterly excited he's. Like, this is in his mind. He may not be realizing this, but he's getting off on this, and you can tell by his nipples. Anyway.
Clearly trying. I'm not even a scientist by background. You know that I came from a consulting firm that does business.
The panic is insane. It's hilarious.
This is absurd.
So,
Please call the cops here.
please do call the cops. Please do.
Please.
Why would you call the cops if you have nothing to hide?
Come on.
So he's obviously having one of the most outrageous reactions I've ever seen in the history of Project Veritas. He's threatening to call the police. Okay, he grabbed the microphone. The question is, why is he calling the police?
Guys, can you just respect my father's please
stop.
What? Can I pay their bill? Can I get a check for their bill? Please?
No, do not give her a check. No, don't let them leave. Because I want the cops to know this.
Do you want to put me in jail for asking you a question?
Yes, sir.
What is the intention of calling the police?
So he's keeping everyone hostage. This is all about him. Oh, this shit. This dude, what he said yesterday is fucking real. His reaction, I mean, I'm pretty good with. I mean, Lord knows I've got like a lot of experience with people, And I can see bullshit when it's happening. This dude is acting like someone who's been caught, and it's not just because he was trying to impress a date. No, his livelihood is in jeopardy. This dude realized he is fucked. He is fucked. Okay, sorry.
Police.
They have like no one's injured right now. We have several witnesses.
Can I talk to you, please, about this video?
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white people.
Why would you bring race into this?
Please bring the cops as soon as possible. I'm really very unsafe right now. Okay.
We have you on tape talking about mutating the COVID virus.
No one mutates a COVID virus.
Show you the
These are insane people.
May I show you the video?
No, I want to call the police, but please don't have to leave.
Do we have to leave?
Yes.
Okay.
Sorry, I asked a question. I couldn't.
No, you cannot just leave.
Are you? Do you want me to
I
leave?
want the police to come here and see all of you people. Because this is insane.
Can I ask you about this
is
video?
insane.
Please.
You can tell them about how
Please.
he's lying to impress
Here,
a date.
just was it true what you
What
said?
is this? No. I literally was on a third date with a guy, and like normal men, you lie to impress a date.
Mutating viruses? Do you not work for
fucking
Pfizer?
whore. No, you do not lie to impress a date, motherfucker. Who the fuck? What is your definition of dating? Do you think that dating doesn't lead to a relationship, you whore? You're a whore. I'd be like more concerned now because not only are you going to get fired, now you're a fired slut. You're just a slut. I'm slut shaming you. Consider yourself, you are a whore, and you're a trashy whore. And you're getting off on like being caught and everything like that. This is your fantasy, motherfucker. I can see it right there. If you know what, you should pay me, sir. I want you to pay me because after this goes up and everything like that, you owe us reparations because of what you did here. And then the people who you tried to like go and falsely imprison, they need to sue your ass too. All these people here need to and then up there we've got Mary and Jesus. You are lying in front of Mary, the iconography of Mary and Jesus Christ. Oh, there's a special place. And in an Italian restaurant. Oh, in her father's restaurant. And you come up here with your whoring and everything like that. With your fucking diamond cutting nipples and everything. What the fuck is wrong with you? Your mama's gonna see this. And your auntie. And your dad, if you know him. Oh.
This guy, I thought he was a date.
Sir, do you not work for Pfizer? Do you work
I
for?
was a contractor. What the fuck are you
Do you currently work for Pfizer? Yes or no? Do you currently work for Pfizer? Yes or no?
What are you talking about here? Please, I want the cops to be here.
So you don't work for Pfizer?
You can't do this to people. This is absurd.
He doesn't want me to leave, ma'am.
Don't let them leave. I want the cops here now. I want the cops here now.
He wants the cops here, but he doesn't want me to leave. So I'm in a little bit of a predicament because she's asking me to leave, but he doesn't want me to leave. So what should we do?
Okay, so these people have I was on a
Hi,
date.
you're on a video
and
here.
These people literally left
Look,
out of nowhere.
Pfizer is mutating the virus.
This is absurd.
Look at this
no,
video.
I literally said that is, what are you talking about?
Well, this is not, by the way,
Why are you doing
don't
this
tell
to
anybody.
someone who's just working at a company to literally help the public.
Why do you want to hide it from the
I don't know
public?
who you people are, and I can't believe I'm going to trust someone after.
Why do you want to hide it from the public?
I was on a date. Like, stop all this stuff aside. I'm a real person.
You're a real person who like goes and talks about trust issues and shit like that. It's like, how am I going to trust anyone? It's like, dude, you just admitted that dating to you pretty much doesn't lead up to anything after that. You're just a one-time fling. You're like a one-night stand. I've been a whore in my life and everything. But when I was called out on my shit, it's like J.J. Harrison, a black man who lived in Killeen, Texas, a sergeant in the U.S. Army, knocked me upside my head the day I lied. And he caught me in a lie. And I might have told a couple of lies from that point forward. However, I would, especially if I was on camera, I would not be lying at this moment, sir. I'd shut my mouth. I would be quiet is what I would be doing right now, sir. You have been caught up in some shit. And the public, it's like, it doesn't help the situation that we have all these deaths. Your company has harmed children. Your company has killed people. Whether it was intentional or not, there is a certain amount of onus which must be addressed. And you flitting around thinking that you're going to get, like, what, maybe a couple of fists up your ass and maybe a dick in your mouth and, you know, maybe a bukkake where, you know, it's like, blame not my cheeks, though pale with love they be. You know, it's like, you,
Do you suspect that mutating COVID virus, is this the way the virus started in Wuhan?
Please, can you please get this on video?
Why do you think it's okay for Pfizer to do that?
We were sitting on a table. Can you explain what happened to me? Please,
He's filming the restaurant owner right now. He's filming her. I don't know why he's filming her.
No, don't.
Would you like me to leave? Because he's asking me not to leave. And he's consenting to my presence. Ma'am, are we allowed to just stay and ask a few questions?
Please don't ask them.
It's pretty remarkable that they call the police on us every time we show up and ask questions. Every time. You say Pfizer is planning on doing research in the future, then claim that there's an ongoing research about that, and that there better not be any more outbreaks. Which is it? Are these experiments happening or not? Calling the police.
We can do it right up front.
Okay.
No, do not leave. Do not need to leave. Please don't let them leave.
What's that?
Are they locked us in here?
They locked us in.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah. Do you want us to leave or not?
Ma'am, you locked the door.
Ma'am?
Ma'am, we're trying to leave, but you locked us in here.
Call our attorney.
Can you please unlock your door? Let us out.
No, I don't know what's going on. I don't want anyone leaving before I know what's going on. What if you trying to kill me?
Can you please unlock your door?
No, don't let them leave.
Can you unlock the door?
It's real. It's real. Dude, you feel unsafe, then let people leave. If you feel unsafe, then mitigate. Do not escalate. You're escalating. You are a liar. You have been caught. What you just said was a lie to impress your date and everything like that. Dude, you are validating it. Holy shit.
100%.
Either that or you're fucking cracked out of your mind. It's like, and were you waiting for another date? I see that you're at a restaurant. There's a whole fucking pizza on a platter. I can see what you look like. Doesn't look like you scarfed down a whole pizza by yourself. You probably don't do takeout. You work at Pfizer. You probably don't do leftovers. I can see that your eyebrows are a little manicured and everything like that. I'm looking at the way that you're like dressed out over here. Yeah, you're ready to fuck. You're going on another date. You thought another date was coming. Oh no, 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 no. No, you got tricked. You got a honeypot. You're a whore. And that's what happens. That's what happens. That's why you should be, you will never have another clearance job in the future ever again. You will be blacklisted. And that's not even being racist. Because you, sir, cannot keep your fucking mouth shut because you take 2 dicks and another one coming from the 3 dicks. You just, oh my God. Whore. Okay.
Please, no, don't let them out. Don't let them out.
Could you please let us leave, ma'am?
I don't know what's happening. You can't lock us in.
We'd like to leave. We'd like to leave. Please unlock the door.
Like, see, now they're worried because they know what they're doing.
Good morning, Tolo.
Stop. Away from me.
Please unlock the door.
What is going on
some
here?
stuff. Please unlock the door. Please unlock the door. 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 This is remarkable here. Thank you. Thank you. We're trying to unlock the door. Unlock the door. Unlock the door.
And that's the moment when he chimped the fuck out. I am not kidding you. And anyone can do it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like what color you are. Anyone can chimp out. Did he just smash public property? And did he just smash private property? And was he wearing a butt plug?
It's not okay
Unlock
to
the door.
people like that. It is not. Stop. Let go of me. Now you're hurting me. What is going on here? You cannot just record people like that.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Come on.
It's not okay.
Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We're in New York City. This is remarkable what you just witnessed here in the restaurant. Come on, guys. Where's the car? Where's the vehicle?
Keep walking.
Come on. This is insane. You just witnessed one of the most remarkable interactions ever. Do we have the iPad? So we're getting into the vehicle now. Where's our car? The vehicle now. Where's our car?
And he's not done.
Stop, stand right there. No. Stop.
He's charging the guy, charging.
You can't make an arrest at this point if you don't have the victim right here.
Okay. 'Cause if he was here, you'd arrest that guy?
If he was here, yes.
Oh, then we could just walk away then. Not worry about it.
If that's what you guys want to do, then yes.
That's wild. That's wild. Wow. He was really losing it, wasn't he, guys? He was caught. He was desperate.
That was sheer terror panic right there. You don't do that for lying to impress somebody on a date.
No, that's not normal at all. That is not normal. He's wearing a butt plug. He probably was. He probably was.
I think he definitely was.
Oh my gosh.
And how's it impressive to like basically admit that we're a bunch of like psychopaths, but yeah, it's all good. We make good money.
Yeah, we called it directed.
That's impressive. What the fuck?
Directed evolution. It's not gain of function. Is that what they call it? Directed evolution? Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I think that's what they said.
Well, if I were working, I'm not taking a side on this. I'm saying though, if I was a pure scientist and I had no evil intent whatsoever, I still wouldn't do it. I would not make new viruses just for the simple fact that there is a possibility of that getting out of the lab. I would not, and if I did, I would kill it. I would write the process down on how the variant was created and then destroy the sample. Like the newly created sample would be destroyed. It's like I would not keep them around and stuff. I would not keep a variant around longer than I needed it to study, because why would you keep it around? You make a variant vaccine and then you destroy the sample. That would be the ethical thing to do. But we're not dealing with ethical people. We're dealing with, what is his position? What is his position at Pfizer? Did anyone catch that? Let's see. It was somewhere in this video. They showed that chart.
On his knees, I guess.
Well, that's one of them, and then the other one is in the stirrups. And
I thought it was bent over a desk, but
it might be bent over a desk. It could be. And there's so many things. Man, there was a point. They showed a chart. He's a director of what? Here we go. So we've got Albert Bourla, who's the chairman and CEO, and then we move over here. Operations and MR. Okay, so let's see. Jordan Walker, Director of Research and Development, Strategic Operations and mRNA Scientific Planning. So he's like right up in there. He is right up in there. What do you have here going on? Doctor of Medicine in the University of Texas Southwestern Medical School. Bachelor of Science in Biology, Yale University, Elkins High School. And you might have, it's possible that you might have paid for all that yourself and you still have bills. And it's also possible that you're a, what do you call it? One of those equal opportunity. What are those people that organization which is like, oh, you're black, so therefore you need a leg up on everything because Lord knows you can't do it by yourself. So you need a bunch of like social programs and such. I forget what that one is called, but
BLM.
Well, aside from that, dude, you just over dick. You threw.
He was hoping to get fucked, and he did.
Dude, You are the saddest
Very
queen.
roughly.
Oh my lord. You are sad. Over dick. This face right here. This is his stank face. Mr. Stank Face. You know, oh my lord. And this guy, love him for just how calm and just poise and everything. I mean, you've got to be trained to deal with these kind of antics and shit. But this is how you're going to be remembered, sir. This is your look now on Grindr. It's like you might as well put that as your profile picture, because that's how everyone who's going to know you're the person who only wants a one night stand. It's like you're looking for Mr. Whatever. Look at those. Look at the flare. Oh, you're pissed. I can tell by your nasal ridge and the furrowing of your brows. You are not confused. You are not scared. You are aggressive. And you falsely imprisoned people in a restaurant because you gave away company secrets over dick.
Kind of makes you wonder, the fake Grindr guy, you know, the undercover Project Veritas guy, is he really gay, or does he play a gay guy, or how's that work?
I don't know. I don't know.
Does
Gay
he have
for
to
pay?
give it up?
Gay for pay? I don't know. Got honeypotted though.
That's a shitty job, no pun intended, but that's a shitty job.
I mean, you don't have to be gay to get a gay to, like, you know, be attracted to you or anything like that. It's like, you don't have to be, I mean, let's see. Straight people are attracted to gay people when they don't know that the person's gay. And gay people can be attracted to straight people and not know that the person's straight. It's like, it's just about attraction. What?
If they're on a third date, like, did the dude have to give up some booty, or like, you know, ugh.
You know, did he ever do more than one date? I noticed that they had like different locations. So maybe he does know how to date. But really, sir? Oh, you sowed this. You reap what you sow, and you have sown AIDS. And you make AIDS. You make AIDS, sir. You make AIDS. Oh, okay.
Oh,
I take that back. You don't make AIDS, but you make the shit that causes AIDS. It's like, you fucker. And it's like, and then you're using monkeys. And why aren't you using other things? It's like, isn't that a bit racist that you're using monkeys? I thought using a monkey for anything was racist these days. There are so many levels of distaste. I find this distasteful. This whole conversation is distasteful. And so interesting.
I'm really kind of proud though to learn the return rate value on white cock is giving up secrets to a pharmaceutical company.
It's definitely a ding on the black movement to know that you can be undone by some white cock. That's crazy. Oh, look at that. We're coming on into 45-1 actual. He's
White
already
dicks
here.
matter.
They do. 45-1 actual is starting up right now. So thank you everyone for spending the week with me. Muko, good morning. It's good to see you. If I didn't see you when you came in, good morning and have an excellent Friday. It's time for Fun Friend Fridays on 45-1 Actual's Big Dick Energy Brigade radio show. We'll see you over there. God bless.
Thanks, Kevin. See you guys.